Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. Got a dad son duo today. I'm excited. So we're just gonna do a little something, nothing too, crazy. But it's hot, so I'm gonna get this engine started and we're gonna make it happen. So this is my checklist. So I am gonna have you read the items on the checklist as my co-pilot.
Okay. We
are going to start first with everybody putting their seatbelts on. All right, start from the top.
All right, pre-flight check.
Done, we did, that's what we just did.
Right. Crew and passengers.
All right, crew and passengers, so seatbelts, you know how to get in your seatbelt. To get out, you just lift this faceplate. All right, if we have to open the door, I'll show you how to do that. And that's definitely an important part of that. I'm pilot in command, so I'll let you know. If you want to fly, I will say your controls, you say my controls, and I'll say if I need them back, I'll say, okay, my controls, you'll say your controls. That way we know. Any questions about anything like that?
No.
Dad, any questions back there?
No.
Is your seatbelt on?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, what's next?
Let's see. Pilot in command.
Yep, we did that.
Seats.
Adjusted and locked. Seatbelts are on.
Seatbelt harness.
Seatbelt harnesses are on. You got yours.
Fuel selector.
Okay, so fuel selector. So remember we talked about this right-left thing?
Yeah.
So see, somebody was on the right tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the left tank because there's more fuel over there. All right, so fuel selector is on the left. We normally do right, but it says right or lowest tank. Okay. So we're going to go with the left. All right.
Stabilator and rudder.
Yep, so what that is that's the trim. So see that in?
Yeah.
See that line? We want it on neutral. So see, we want that line right on the end, and then we want this right on that line. So we're good.
All right, carburetor heat.
Carburetor heat is here, on is down, off is up. So carburetor heat is off.
All right, mixture.
Mixture idle cutoff is on.
Throttle.
Throttle is off.
Parking brake.
Parking brake should have been set, but it wasn't. But parking brake is off.
Avionics.
Avionics are off. That's this.
Electrical switches.
Electrical switches are off as well. And those are all of these here.
Circuit breakers.
And circuit breakers, what I'm doing is I'm making sure all of these are in. If any of these are popped out, that means something is electrically not operating. As you can see, this one is out for the autopilot, but we're not using the auto. Okay, so since I was really focused on trying to give this father and son, and the son is definitely going to be a future pilot, but because I was trying to give them a good experience, really work them through all of the different facets of pre-flight, working through checklists, all that kind of stuff, I really wasn't paying attention to what was happening with my cameras. And so unfortunately, this is the only shot you're gonna get because my forward facing camera started to really, or the camera that was facing us, basically conked out. And I didn't realize it, but I was just dialed into the flight. So definitely still wanted to share some of this experience as we go through the checklist. But that's what's going on. So not going to be the best video, but I'm really hoping that this father and son enjoyed their experience, because that's really what this was all about, just introducing them to small aviation flight.
Northeast ground, Piper Archer 2549 Quebec at the Legacy ramp, ready to taxi for a northeast departure to Doylestown.
2549 Quebec Northeast ground, runway 6 taxi via Alpha 3 Alpha, Foxtrot Echo, verify Tango.
Alright, Alpha 3 Alpha, Foxtrot Echo, and 49 Quebec does have information Tango. Alright, so we've got our taxi clearance. Alright, so we are ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and check my brakes. Hit my brakes, brakes are good. Okay, we're ready. Alright, so we're taxiing on out. What I'm going to do is while we're taxiing, I'm going to shut the door
And yes, it goes without saying that I was actually able to shut the door appropriately this time. Different airplane, but for whatever reason, it was much easier to get that top latch secured in 49er Quebec.
Okay, so he gave me Alpha, Big Alpha. So I'm looking up there for that F. It's that way. All right. Any questions so far?
No.
So you can see it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's a lot. But you just take it one thing at a time. That's the most important thing. All right, so I think I got everything, right? All right, cool. All right, let's do this. Being correct. Making sure we're good here. Okay, very good. All right, let's switch to tower. 9. Northeast Tower. Piper Archer 2549 Quebec holding short of runway 6 at Echo 1 for a northeast departure.
November 2549er Quebec Northeast Tower, hold short runway 6.
Hold short runway 6, 49 Quebec. All right, mixture's full rim. Rim is where I need to be. Flaps are down. Everything looks good. Fuel pump is on. Tower.
November 49er Quebec, runway 6, clear for takeoff, turn left on course.
Runway 6 clear for takeoff, turn left on course for 49 Quebec. All right. Now we're gonna come on up here.
And again, I apologize for not having multiple camera angles, but definitely wanted to show some of this video just to show this future pilot in action.
I see runway 6, runway 6, runway 6. All right, we're good. Full power, heels to the floor.
Clear for the option on the go upwind to Levi.
All right, engine instruments are in the green. Oil temp, oil pressure, suction on look good. Fuel pressure looks good as well. Airspeed is coming alive, and we're up and away.
And I will say again, you know, this flight wasn't really about this video. It was really about introducing this young man to flying. The thing that is really cool is his dad was with him to encourage him. And I just love that I get to do this, that I get to share aviation with other people, and like this is what this is all about for me.
All right, so I'm waiting for altitude to get to at least 600, and then we can turn left on course. And we're just climbing out. So what I'm looking for is my vertical speed. This is how high we are. This is my altimeter. This is our airspeed over here. So what I'm paying attention to the most is this and this. And basically this trim wheel, I'm using that to take the pressure off. So really, the plane will fly itself.
Alright.
See that?
Yeah.
So that's what your trim does. The trim takes the pressure off of the yoke.
Cherokee 2549 Quebec Northeast there.
49 Quebec, this is 49 Quebec.
49 Quebec, traffic headed to your left and 2 miles off case 1500, company Archer, making a right 360.
Make a right 360 for 49 Quebec.
Negative. Give me a right turn 20 degrees.
Right turn 20 degrees for 49 Quebec.
So
we'll go 060. That should give you about 20 degrees.
And Cherokee 49 Quebec, previous call traffic, no factor, on course is approved.
On course approved for 49 Quebec. So I'm still climbing up, listening to the tower. All right, so I want you to feel something. So put your hands on the yoke. So feel that back pressure. See how it wants to go up?
Yeah.
I want it to go forward. So this is what I'm going to do. Do this trim wheel. See how that pressure lessens?
Yeah.
So that's what your trim wheel does. All right, your controls.
Up.
Rate 62 Tango Whiskey, wind 07.
All right, so see we're descending. So bring that.
Clear, touch and go, runway 6 will be number
in here, okay.
Contact, oh, never mind.
All right, so bring that nose up just a little bit. Good. Now, we're usually looking outside, so see the horizon may be tough to see. But see, you want to keep yourself, so see that line? Between the sky and the ground, basically. Yeah, that was kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
I love giving people the opportunity to fly. I can remember the first time I did this during a Discovery flight, and it was equal parts exhilarating and terrifying. But yeah, I wanted to give this young man an opportunity to feel what it was like to fly.
So you want to see here too? So let's go up a little bit more. Can you hear me, Dad? You good?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm enjoying the flight.
Okay. All right, my controls. All right. Got to go back up to 2000. And see, we want to play on this line, so we're going to land here at Doylestown. and it's kind of hard for you to see. I needed more of a booster seat for you.
Yeah. So we are coming down now?
No, not yet.
Because I'm seeing it from the pink line on the screen.
Yeah, so that's the line that we're traveling.
All right.
And it's a little bumpy today just because of all of the clouds and stuff like that. Doylestown traffic, Archer 2549 Quebec, entering the left downwind on the 45 for runway 23 Doylestown. All right, so the airport is down there. If you can see it, you'll see it right down there in front of us.
Oh, I see it. How many miles are we from the airport?
About 2. And Doylestown traffic, Piper 2549 Quebec, left downwind for runway 5. All right, so let's turn on our taxi landing light and our fuel pump. All right, nobody's on final that way. So we're going to land on runway 5 as opposed to 3. So we're flying over Doylestown now. And I'm lining myself up with the runway.
And even though you can't see them, I'm really just talking to dad and son, letting them know what I'm going to do before I do it. That way they stay engaged with the flight.
Doylestown traffic, got a King Air about 7 miles to the east, inbound for Doylestown. Anybody in the pattern of Doylestown?
Sky Manor says Base 7, Sky Manor.
Affirmative for Doylestown. 259er Quebec is left downwind for runway 5.
Okay, thank you. 3 Tango Pop will be entering a crosswind for 5 Doylestown.
So just turning. So like I said, there's no tower here. So now it's just us talking to each other.
How you doing, Russ?
Very good, sir.
Sky Manor.
All right, mixture's full pitch.
7, Sky Manor.
First notch of flaps. Nose coming down. So we're going to land on 5 back there. And this is your typical pattern.
All right.
I'm watching my airspeed and my altitude. And Doylestown traffic, Piper Archer 2549 Quebec, turning left base runway 5, Doylestown. And Doylestown traffic, Archer 49 Quebec, turning final for runway 5, Doylestown. All right, so let's get some more flaps in here. Got myself lined up, I'm high. And this is my last notch of flaps. Coming in, looking good. Watching my airspeed.
All right, so let's bring her on in. We're lined up. The approach looks good, and let's get it on the ground.
And we're down. Flaps comes down.
Yeah, we're ready.
And that's...
On traffic, King Air is turning left downwind 5 Doylestown.
Yeah, there's a big King Air coming behind us.
And as you can see, this was a quick flight from Northeast Philly to Doylestown. And we basically, lined back up, took back off from Doylestown and flew back over to Northeast Philly. And I really just wanted them to have an experience of a really quick cross country. Wanted to impress upon this young man that what I was doing is something that he can also do, and wanted to show him the different facets of flight. We did all of the pre-flight stuff. He got to fly a little bit himself, and it was a great day. And I gotta tell you, this video isn't that great, but it definitely is my favorite thing to do, is to share aviation with others who may be interested. So thank you for flying with me. Again, I apologize for the lack of camera angles and that kind of thing, but I just wanted you to get the idea of the opportunity that I had to share this flight with a future pilot. So thanks for watching. Russ can fly. Thank you so much. I'm out. Peace.